Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. In this video, what we're going to learn is actually the combined gas law as well as the ideal gas equation. So on your notes, it will be on page 4. Okay, so combined gas law, it is actually an equation derived from two gas law that we have learned previously, which is Boyle's law and Charles' law. From the Boyle's law, we know that the volume is inversely proportional to the pressure, given that it must be in constant temperature and number of mole. Okay, but then for the Charles law, it mentioned that the gas volume is directly proportional to the temperature, given that it must be in constant pressure and number of mole. Okay, but then remember that for the Charles law, the temperature must be in Kelvin. It's not in degrees Celsius, the temperature must be in Kelvin. Okay, so from the combined gas law, we're going to combine these two equations. So from here, we know that the volume is directly proportional to temperature, but then it is inversely proportional to volume. So we're going to write down V is directly proportional to temperature, but inversely proportional to pressure. Okay, so this is where the equation where we have proportionality symbol. So if we're going to make it into equal, we have to add our proportionality constant, which is K. Then when we will write down our equation, we will make K as our subject. So when K as our subject, we will get our equation to be PV over T. Okay, but then for the combined gas equation, for the calculation example, which formula that you're going to use? Okay, so for a different pressure, volume and temperature, we will have P1 V1 over T1 equal to P2 V2 over T2. So that is the combined gas equation. So overall, so far we have 4 formula that you have to memorize, which is our Boyle's, Charles, Avogadro, and this combined gas equation. Okay, last equation, which is what we're going to derive, is actually ideal gas law. Okay, ideal gas law ni is actually equation derived from 3 gas law. Previously, when we're talking about combined gas law, it's only Boyle's and Charles. In this case, kita akan comparekan tiga-tiga. Another one is our Avogadro's law. But first thing first, Miss nak copy paste dulu yang law ni. The Avogadro's law, the volume is directly proportional to our number of mole. Because Avogadro's law kan, when we're talking about Avogadro, usually we are concerning ourselves with number of mole. So volume is directly proportional to N, given that it must have a constant pressure and constant temperature. Okay, so this is the 3 equations. So when we're going to combine the equation ni, we will see that the volume is directly proportional to temperature and number of mole, but inversely proportional to volume. So dia sama macam yang ini, cuma ni kita tambahkan kita punya number of mole di sini. Okay, so V and T over P. Okay, so this is actually kita punya proportionality symbol lagi. But before that, Miss nak buat equation jadi nampak one straight line. Miss nak buat dia jadi PV is directly proportional to NT. Okay, so usually what we're gonna do now, selalunya kalau Miss nak buatkan our symbol ni is to become equal, I'm going to add my proportionality constant kan, which is K. But for this case, contohnya if I add value tau, for STP. STP ni means that, yang ini kita ada jumpa, walaupun dah lama dah, chapter 1, standard temperature and pressure. So standard temperature and pressure ni is actually bila pressure dia 180 m, kita punya volume 1 liter, volume kita 22.4 liter, and kita punya temperature is actually 0 degree Celsius ataupun in Kelvin kan, 273.15. Okay, so contohnya kalau Miss masukkan all this value into this equation, tapi number of mole ni 1 mole lupa pula. Okay, so we will get a gas constant. Gas constant ni we call it as R. Okay, so macam mana equation ni akan jadi? Dia akan jadi yang macam ni. PV is equal to N RT. Okay. So yang inilah equation yang kamu akan familiar sangat, yang selalu kita akan guna. PV is equal to nRT, but remember for this equation, what we're gonna use is actually, okay, kat sini the pressure ni, unit dia mesti in ATM, volume ni must be in liter, and ni number of mole in mole lah. Temperature must be in Kelvin. Okay, so previously, kalau kita, we're only concerning ourselves with kalau ada temperature je must be in Kelvin. So kalau combined gas equation ni pun, temperature dia must be in Kelvin jugalah. Okay, tapi kalau contohnya balls dengan Avogadro ni, tak adalah spesifik kan, volume ni kena in liter ke, in milliliter ke. But then for the ideal gas equation, each of the variable ni kena make sure ada ikut pada unit dia ni lah. Okay, so that's why lah at the start of our chapter 5 ni, first thing first memang what I showed to you is actually how to convert the unit. Sebab kalau pressure must be in ATM. Kalau temperature in Kelvin ni senang sahaja, kita tambahkan dengan plus 273.15, which I believe kamu dah selesa lah kan, because you have done a bit of calculation for the Charles law. Okay, R ni, okay, so tadi Miss cakap kita dah masukkan all this value kan. Actually, the value of R is a constant, and if you don't memorize it, it's fine. Ada je dalam list of constant kita. So dekat sini kita tengok molar of gases constant R. Tadi kita cakap pasal R kan. Okay, but then kita punya R ada dua. Dekat sini ada 8.314 dengan 0.08206. So which one we're gonna use? Okay, so sebab bila kita tengok balik tadi, bila kita tengok kat sini, we're considering ourselves with yang ada ATM, liter, mole dengan Kelvin. Okay, so bila kita tengok equation ni balik, okay, kalau yang the first one, 8.314 ni, mana ada liter ataupun atmosphere ATM ni? Tidak ada. Okay, tapi yang ini, saya rasa kamu guna banyak kot nanti bila kamu belajar fizik. Belum sampai lagi sekarang kan, nanti liter kamu akan belajar this topic juga. Okay, and semester tu nanti kita akan guna this value. But for this chapter 5 states of matter, or specifically gas kita ni, kita akan ambil yang 0.08206 LATM per mole per Kelvin. So I'm just gonna write it down in the notes juga kat sini. Tak perlu pun kamu hafal, tapi senang kita tulis lah. So again, how do we get this value? Sebenarnya macam mana dapat value ni is actually when we substitute the value bila dia dekat STP. Tapi tak ada question, tak selalu tanya pun. Tak ada tanya pun macam mana dapat. I just want to show it to you. Okay, so this is the last equation lah, PV to nRT ni. Yang ini selalunya yang senang kita nak tengok. Senang lah. Pada sini pun, contohnya, kalau kamu tak hafal what is the relationship from here, we know that for each of the law ni, Miss buat volume as a subject kan. So kat sini V equal to nRT over P. So from here kita boleh nampak lah what is the relationship. Relationship volume dengan number of mole, volume dengan temperature, volume dengan pressure. So dari situlah. Okay, tapi from the ideal gas law ni, okay, sebenarnya even though dia tak ada comparison ke apa, tapi it can be used to find many variables. So kat sini contohnya can determine pressure, temperature, number of mole pun boleh, apa lagi? Volume pun boleh. And then ada extra lagi, we can determine density and relative molecular mass of a gas. Usually kita punya molar mass lah. Okay, so tapi dekat sini dia kata can be used to determine the pressure and temperature. Okay, so kalau kita cari pressure, kita akan dapat lah kita punya equation nRT over V. Okay, tapi kalau kita nak cari temperature, dia akan jadi PV over nR. Dia quite straightforward sikit kan di sini. Tapi to find the molar mass and density, we do have to do derivation sikit saja. Okay, so let's do it together lah. Okay, so molar mass. How do we get molar mass daripada PV equal to nRT ni? Okay, so how do we get molar mass? Sebenarnya, yang ini kita dah familiar juga hopefully. Ni, number of mole equal to mass divided by molar mass. Ataupun Miss nak buat simbol lah senang. N is equal to M, stands for mass, MR, which is our molar mass. Okay, so from this equation, okay, misalnya PV equal to nRT, kita copy paste sekejap. Okay, kecil sikit lah. Okay, but then from here, we know that the number of mole ni, boleh jadi kita substitutekan M over MR. So, here dia akan jadi PV equal to, yang ni, M over MR, RT Okay, so right now we're going to find molar mass. So maknanya kita nak molar mass ni as our subject. So kita boleh dapat MR ni is equal to, so maknanya kita swap lah the position ni, MR dengan PV ni. So the equation to find kita punya molar mass, dia akan jadi MRT over PV. Make sure M ni is actually mass lah. Okay, MR ni molar mass kita. Yang kita cari yang selalu from our list of constant tu kan. Okay, so what is the unit? Okay, so unit kalau molar mass, usually we're gonna unit of molar mass memang gram per mole lah. Okay, tapi yang ini Miss nak tunjuk juga, sebenarnya kalau kamu tak ingat, daripada sini kita boleh derive from the equation sini lah. What is the formula ataupun what is the unit. Okay, so sebelum tu Miss suka tulis yang ni balik. Okay. Okay, so kat sini okay. So macam mana kita nak tahu unit dia? Dekat sini, okay, M we know that unit dia adalah, M ni mass, so unit dia must be gram lah. Okay, R ni unit dia apa? Unit dia banyak sikitnya. Liter ATM per mole per Kelvin. Temperature ni must be in. Temperature ni Kelvin lah, bukan per Kelvin Temperature ni Kelvin sahaja. P is our pressure. So pressure must be in atmospheric pressure lah, ATM. V volume in liter. So here I'm just gonna write down kat tepi ni what is the unit. Yang ini Miss nak tunjukkan lah how do we get the unit. So from here kita boleh cancel out kan lah the unit dia. So liter liter dengan per liter ni boleh cancel out. ATM dengan per ATM ni pun boleh cancel out. Per mole tak ada apa-apa. Per Kelvin dengan Kelvin ni cancel out. Kalau kamu tak nampak macam mana boleh cancel out, ni kan sebenarnya 1 over K times dengan K. So cancel out kan lah. Okay, so sebab itulah kita dapat our unit for molar mass is gram per mole. Okay, so that's for molar mass. Okay, how about density? Okay, so kalau density, what is the formula of density? Density is equal to mass over volume. Tulis je lah mass over volume. Ataupun sini Miss buat simbol density M over V. So what we want right now is M over V ni as our subject. Macam kat sini ni lah. Okay, so from here we can't use it straightforward daripada NRT ni kan. Sebab N ni tak ada pun kita punya M. Tak ada pun mass kita, volume memang ada. So how we gonna write it down? So yang ini Miss copy paste yang ini juga kan. We get from here sebenarnya. From PV equal to NRT, kita substitute kan kita punya N ni as equal to M over MR. Okay, kalau kat sini nak cantik sikit kita tulislah macam ni. M over MR. Okay, tapi sekarang ni we're interested, kita tak nak PV as our subject, kita nak M over V. So yang ini Miss nak padam sikit. Tak nak lah. Okay. So dekat sini what I'm gonna do is actually Miss nak buat tukar colour sikit. Sebenarnya ni, this is V ni yang kita interested in our subject dengan M. Okay. So how do we go from here? So contohnya, okay, M ni memang Miss nak as our subject lah kan. So M dekat sini over dengan V ni Miss nak di bawah sini lah sebab nak dapatkan yang ini. So M over V. So dekat sini apa yang jadi? P ni kita kekalkan sahaja. MR ni yang kita akan tukarkan ke sini lah. P MR over dengan divide by RT ni dia akan ke sini pula lah. Jadi divide dengan RT. So this is actually the derivation. Okay, tapi macam mana dengan unit pula? Density usually kita guna sebelum ni is gram per milliliter kan? Sekarang ni macam mana? Okay, tapi Miss nak buat sini. Yang ni density lah. Equal to PMR over RT ni. Copy, paste. Okay, again, P ni stands for pressure, which is ATM. Molar mass ni, gram per mole. Okay, R ni dekat sini. L ATM per mole per Kelvin. T ni must be in Kelvin. Okay, so I'm gonna write down the unit dulu. So what I'm gonna do now is cancel out kanlah the unit tu. Okay, ATM dengan per ATM. Gram we can't cancel out. Per mole divide by per mole. Okay. So, and then apa lagi? Liter tak ada. Per Kelvin dengan Kelvin. So, what we have left is actually kita punya gram per liter. Ataupun dia jadi gram per liter. Ataupun kita boleh terus write down gram per liter. Macam ni lah. So, unit dia will be gram per liter. Okay. So, that is actually the derivation. Panjang sikit. Sebenarnya derivation yang panjang ni dekat molar mass dengan density. So, that is actually for this video. Next video, we're going to do calculation.